label switch paths or LSPs. In this slide, we are going to get and introduce more information about label switch paths. A label switch path is a path through which a packet travels across the MPLS network to get its destination. This is the network diagram that can explain the LSPs. We have in this network diagram 8 routers. Router 1 connected to router 3, router 5, router 7. This is the first plane of the network. And router 2 connected to router 4, router 6, and router 8. This is the second plane. And the first plane and second plane is connected for more redundancy. The LSP from router 1 to router 7, a complete path from router 1 to router 3, for example, router 5, and finally router 7. The routing protocol is responsible to select the best path from router 1 to router 7. So in this example, the routing protocol, for example, the OSPF routing protocol, selected the best path to be from router 1 to router 3, router 5, and router 7. This is a complete path. The LSP is the path that will be selected by OSPF for router 1 to get router 7. And all routers in the path, router 1, 3, 5, and 7, must agree on the labels. They also must know all information about router 7. If router 3 or even router 1 doesn't have label information for router 7, so the LSP is not complete. For router 2, if router 2 has information about router 7 using also OSPF, the OSPF routing protocol can also select the best path for router 2 to get router 7. The OSPF, for example, in this network topology, selected the best path to be from router 2 to router 4 to router 6 to router 5 and finally router 7. This is also should be the LSP from router 2 to router 7. And to have a working and complete LSP, as we said for the first route, router 2, router 4, and router 6 must have information, the full information for router 7 with a label information. Back to the slides again. Point 2 of the slide is packets of the same FAC at the router use the same label. That means if router 1 wants to go to router 7, the network of router 7 at router 1 will be labeled. It will have a label, for example, label X. So all packets matching the network of router 7 will be labeled from router 1 with label X and sent out to the LSP path to router 3. If router 1 wants to go to router 8, so router 8 will be stored in router 1 with a label Y. All packets going to router 8 will be labeled with label Y based on the LSP. If the LSP for router 8 at router 1 will go to router 2, 4, 6, and 8. This is the LSP path from router 1 to router 2 to router 4 to router 6 to get router 8. All packets sent out from router 1 will be labeled with label Y. Thank you for viewing this video. I hope it can add a good value to you.